Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Debunked Paranormal. In today's video we have 9 clips we are going to be debunking. I want your opinion on these clips. I like chatting to you guys in the comment section, so don't forget to leave a comment. Also leave a like, subscribe and hit the bell notification button. And I think let's just jump into it. Here we go, first clip of the evening. No, that's basically it. I don't know if you guys can pick up what happened there, but there was a guy standing in the corner. It might have been a little bit too dark, so let me show you guys what that guy looked like. And from what I can see is he looks exactly the same. His body language looks very similar to the guy that just came down the stairs. Now they say that the guy standing in the corner is just a random person or something that they couldn't identify. To me, it's kind of obvious what that was. It was him. There he is standing right there. Long black hair, black shirt, black pants, and it's a white man. So there you go. There you can see the guy standing there. You can sort of see his shoes. Right there, or it might be something on the table, I don't know, but it's just conveniently placed, I don't know. But yeah, so he slightly moves his arm out, and then they zoom in, but they zoom in conveniently. Now we can't see the guy. Instead of going to the full video to show us what the full video looks like, they keep it zoomed in when he moves away. And then they zoom in again. And then a little while later, you can see him coming down the stairs. But when he comes down the stairs, he is still fastening his hair behind his head. He just fastened it there. He's got a black shirt on, black pants. It's the exact same person. Look at the way he keeps his arms, his build, everything like that. It was him standing in the corner. They just want to play it off like it was something random. To me, this is fake. 100% fake.
But wait, John. It's about to break on its own. It's going to break on its own.
You have to watch it until it breaks. There has to be no strike
Watch, John. Are you watching this thing? Yeah. It's not moving. No. Oh, in there. No, watch. Watch. Watch, John. Watch.
It hurts so bad.
Nobody listens to me. There's ghosts in here. Nobody listens to me.
Watch it.
It's about to go crazy and break.
So the sound effect of the thing breaking, that was probably Fearsome that put that sound effect in. Because that's not part of the clip. Because if it was part of the clip, you would hear the children in the background as well. Because there's a ton of children lying on the pool table, playing on it, playing around. So, but I'm saying what happened here is the guy saying, I'm telling you guys there's ghosts in here, but nobody believes me. I think he broke the pool cue And then he set up this entire thing, this elaborate haunting, breaking the pool cue. And why I say that is they had strings attached to it. They were just off camera right over here somewhere. If this was in camera, it would be down here somewhere with strings pulling on the pool cue. Because a pool cue, if you've ever played pool, a pool cue that breaks like that, it is massive force that needs to be behind it, and it's a massive snap as well. And it's not going to be as controlled as this. So if you've ever broken a piece of wood, a stick, or a pool cue or anything like that, the way it breaks, if you put it back together, it will stick because the fibers stick together. And you could have that look whole. And then you could set this up by putting a string over here and a string over here. And then you can pull it in position like you want. Keep the one taut. This one you'll keep tight. And this one that you'll then pull on, and it will then break. So it will either be pulled that way or this way. But definitely there were strings involved. I think this guy broke it on accident and he's going to get in trouble. He set up this entire thing to say the place is haunted, but I think he still got fired. But also right over here, you can see there's already a chip in that pool cue there. It's already broken. You can see that. Let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can see that a little bit more clear. Now the video footage is a little bit compressed, so you can't really see, it's pixelated. But right there, and right there before it breaks, you can see it was already broken. This, they just put it back together. There you can see it splintered already. They just put it back together and then pull it with a string. And because it will never break like that. And the children in the background didn't even notice anything. Now, they probably played along, but no, they did play along. But if this was a real footage of a ghost breaking a pool cue, the children playing there would have heard the pool cue being broken because it makes a hell of a noise. It snaps. So yeah, this is completely set up, 100%.
Steve, can you show me your hair right now? Good job. Can you touch your favorite tool? Definitely the REM pod. Can you turn that off? Can you turn it back on?
Okay, now these mag lights, these specific lights, you always see them in ghost hunting videos. Twin Paranormal, I forget the Sam and Colby. Is it Sam and Colby? All these bigger channels, they always use the mag light, because a mag light, if you turn it in between on and off, you turn it at the back. If you turn it in between on and off, it switches itself on and off at random intervals. And we have a video proving that. Well, not proving that, but someone saying that this is what they did to fake their ghost video. Here we go. This is from BuzzFeed.
If you don't like us, turn it on. Please don't turn it on. Please don't.
We had no idea that if you turn a mag light to the spot between off and on, it will essentially turn itself into a touch lamp that, while it will turn on if you touch it, it also occasionally will turn on randomly. So that being said, Shane and I did not know it was even possible for a flashlight to turn itself on.
Okay, but your producers did know that, and that's why they set it up in that way. But okay, you were innocent in this, thinking that this is real, but then afterwards found out it is fake. And they do say this in this video. If you watch the full video, they do come out and say, okay, this is 100% fake. This is what happened. Now, this is why this mag light is turning off and on, or on and off. It's because it's turned into a specific spot so that it would do that at random intervals. But it continues.
Can you hold it down in your favorite color, honey? It's black, but you said green. And green, black and green. Wow, that's going really fast. The sweep rate.
Okay, so with these REM pods, I think Shape and Mythos both debunked in the similar way. I think, I can't remember what I've seen, but whenever there's any sort of electricity near these REM pods, they go off. And depending on what you're doing, you can have a remote, a cell phone, anything, a walkie-talkie, anything close to this. And if you activate, like, let's say, the remote control or the walkie-talkie or whatever, it will set these REM pods off. So that's nothing to me. Now, you do hear the voices and the scanning for voices happening. Now, that scanning is very similar to something like scanning through radio channels and then just picking up certain voices, and then you go off of those voices. So the voice could say one thing and you would hear and put on screen what you think the voice heard, and then whoever's watching, their mind, their ears, everything will hear what you want them to hear. But it sounds very similar to scanning through radio channels. So that is just a radio channel that I put in there, a sound effect, but it is extremely similar to that. And that's all these things do. I don't think the REM pod does that. Maybe it does. I don't know. But because I don't know enough about REM pods, but what I do know, the sound is similar. To me, that is what it is. You might feel different and debunk me debunking this. That's fine. But what I'm telling you right now is it scans through radio waves, it picks up different radio channels, and it spews out one or two words every now and then. And then you, wanting the viewer to believe something or put on screen, that's right or whatever, and that is what you'll hear. A lot of those tests has been done before, where you're watching a video and the captions will say something like green monster, and then that's what you hear, and then the captions change to something else, like, I don't even know, something else. But then you read that while the sound is playing, and then you hear the sound actually sounds like that. If I can find something, I'll put it in here.
Only hear the word you are reading.
But if I don't, I'm not. But it's similar to that. It is forced perspective. You are forcing people to hear what you want them to hear. There's nothing special about that. Being a haunted doll, definitely not. I'm going to continue. Next one. That's fake.
Hey guys, so look, I'm hearing voices again. Yo, y'all heard that, right? Yo, man, I'm freaking out. Hello? Oh, no. No. That sounded like it was literally in my ear, dude. See, look, nobody is here. Nobody's here. Oh my God, dude, it sounded like something was behind me. Hello?
So that's all. Now, in the beginning, this guy says, Mimic stole my voice. Mimic steals my voice. Help me. Turn up the volume. Now, every now and again, you can hear whispering, but I don't think this guy is smart enough to actually go and put that in the video, like overlay the sound. I think he does that in real time as he's talking, because you can't see his mouth. You can just see what he's filming. And then he goes, die, help me, behind you. It's literally all he's doing. Die. I don't think he's smart enough to do overlays. But this is not proof of the paranormal behind you whatsoever. So let's go on to the next one. This is fake.
A Reddit user that goes by Big Man Kelly Smoker was using Google Earth when he discovered that it allowed him to explore the Paris catacombs virtually. He made his way through the endless tunnels when he accidentally stumbled upon this.
Okay, now let's watch that again with a new overlay.
Was using Google Earth when he discovered...
Well, let's read it for those of you who don't want to read it. while you can see the entrance to the catacombs in Google Earth, it does not offer a 3D interactive exploration of the underground tunnels themselves. The interior of the catacombs is not mapped in Google Earth. So that's complete. When I heard that, I immediately knew that that is fake. That is not true. Although you can, but this is not the case with the catacombs. Although this is true for some, where people can actually go into specific place. I forgot what it's called, but you can go into a specific place, and there will be or on Google Maps or on Google Earth, there will be this little a marker, like a blue marker that you can click, and it will take you into a cave. But that is done by people themselves, and it's not done by Google Earth. So this is what I was talking about. You have these little blue dots scattered all over the world on Google Earth, which you can click on, and it will take you into this area that was taken by people, a photo taken by people. This is similar to Door to Hell. I'm going to click on it now, and it will take me in there, and you can view this photo. You can zoom in and out with your mouse wheel, but you can't move forward or backward like you can on normal Google Earth or Google Maps Street View, like they are displaying in the catacombs. That is false. But that's not the case for the catacombs. The catacombs cannot be explored through Google Earth. But let's see what is... Okay. It looks around, but you can't see anything. So I'm just going to skip to when it happens. Here we go. And then there's a ghost. To anybody watching, is this real evidence of the paranormal? Or is this, from what we know now, from the lie, from the get-go, from the lie, is this edited? Or is this picture taken in such a way that the person is blurred? What do you guys think? To me, this is a complete setup, and I'm not even gonna continue on this because this is completely fake. This is a setup. This has been done with an editing software. Probably not the person, probably the way the photo was taken. The person moved quickly during the photo or something like that. But I know it's an edit because of the markers to mimic Google Earth, like the markers down here. And this as well, but none of the other signage using Google Earth, none of the other overlays on this screen is there. So this is a complete lie. Next one. Now that's it. Okay, so that's all we get. Let's look at that again. That is all we get. Now, listen to my explanation why this is fake. It might even be an edit. Because the people who own the security footage where this was found aren't home. And when they got home, they went through their footage and saw this. Now, if let's assume you are out for 8 hours. We'll just assume 8 hours. And because you're out working, you're not home, you're at work. And you come home and you go and you start going through your footage for the day. Why are you going through the footage? Number one, did something happen? Because we don't have the background on that. Did something happen for you to go and look at the footage? And number two, you have 8 hours of footage. Are you going to sit there after work and comb through that footage and see that happening? No. No, you're not. That's a lie. It's a complete lie. This is an insignificant part that happens in an 8-hour span of footage. I'm just going to keep assuming it's an 8-hour span of footage. It could be longer, it could be shorter. But even if it's an hour, this is how long? 5:33 to this is 8 seconds. 8 seconds. Let's say it's even an hour footage that you had to comb through. This is 8 seconds. And this is only visible, not even for the entire 8 seconds. That's it. So, that's 7 seconds. 6 seconds of footage. Out of an hour's footage. Now, if you are a video editor, or if you edit videos in any way, I can tell you right now, it's probably, you will not see that. Because you go off of cues, sound cues. If there's no cues, you kind of know what you're looking for. You're not going to find things like that. That's a lie. But okay, let's zoom in onto that and see what that is. Is it fake? Is it really that? Or what's happening there? So it happens out of nowhere. Because this is the start of it. So it just happens out of nowhere. Let's go frame by frame, see what this is. Yeah, it's definitely fake. Because there's a lot of fuzziness. There's a lot of fuzz around it. Like, you can see that fuzz around the moving image. Because that tells me it's an overlay. A green screen overlay. Because parts of it is missing, parts of it is not missing. And then it fades out. But it's very fuzzy. Yeah, definitely an edit, an overlay. Look at the shadow behind it, that shadow drop there. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, there's a person sitting right here, off camera. You can't see the person. And there's a person behind this couch thing that you cannot see. For sure, for sure. This thing that starts rocking doesn't start rocking. It's already rocking when we see the footage. Right? It's kind of going faster, so it tells me there's someone manipulating it from behind the scenes that we can't see. It's easy to have a piece of string attached to that thing and sit there behind this couch, lying there, and then pulling the string, having this thing rocking. And I know there's someone there because when the ball starts rolling, there's something that gives it away. Something that happens here. It's not something that flies by. This is something that happens. You see that? It appears and it disappears. Now I wonder if this person sitting here in the corner did something prematurely that they shouldn't have done. Because something happens here that does that. And then the same person sitting here pulls a string that is attached to the to this thing over here, and it falls off. And some of you might go, yeah, but that's always your excuse. It's always strings. It's nothing else. It's always strings. But have you ever noticed that when these ghostly things happen, it's always towards a corner that you cannot see? It's always out of a corner that you cannot see. Like the ball rolls out of this corner instead of starting here and starts rolling, and not out of corner, but just roll from there to here. That doesn't happen. This thing doesn't get pushed in this way. That doesn't happen. It always gets pulled towards an obscured position. Like this corner is obscured from our view. That thing this thing obscures our view. We can't see what's there. So yeah, definitely fake. Next one. So I'm going to stop it because that's all we have. Then she runs out, but then the music starts getting loud. But they always say it's a disembodied voice, eh? So it's a whisper. And it does sound like the whisper is coming from the house that we are seeing. It definitely sounds like that. Let me just boost this a little bit. Just that's gonna boost it too much. Let's just boost it some. It looks like a something. It's not her speaking, is it? Is it her speaking? I don't know. I don't know. Let's zoom in on her just a little bit, because if we do too much, we're gonna lose a lot of quality. Let's see. I don't think it's her. I don't think it's her. But okay, there's another disembodied voice. Let's hear that. Now that sounds farther away. Or further away. Farther? That sounds further away than the first one. The first one is right up against the mic. The second one comes from somewhere in the house. So we don't have a lot of context. This is all we have. We don't have, maybe she found out what it was, but then decided to, wait, let's post it like this to make it seem like a ghost. So we don't have a lot of context behind this. We have context that Fearsome is giving, but we can't take his word for it, because we know these channels, they put their own things in that they think. They put their own narrative into this, their own spin onto this. So I don't know what that is. It definitely comes from inside the house, but without context, I guess we'll never really know. It's not a sound overlay. It's definitely not an overlay. I can hear the way the Ring camera records all of the other sounds. The voices sound the same. So it's definitely coming from in the house, but without enough context, I guess we'll never know. What do you guys think? Next one. You've seen this a billion times. A billion times. But I just want to add my 2 cents into this. So you already seen the ghost. Maybe you haven't, but let me show you. There's the ghost right there. It happens so quick. There's the ghost. The face of the ghost. Right there. That's the face of the ghost, and then when she turns back, it's gone. Now we can't see behind this, right? We can't see behind this. Now the story goes that her sister is lying right next to her, and she's sleeping. Now you're gonna see the sister, and the reason why she's recording this video. Now Fearsome gives another reason, but Nukestop 5 and Bizarre Bub gave the same reason. The dog was not allowed in the house, but they decided to bring the dog in due to, I don't know, let's call it volcanoes and tornadoes. And now the dog is lying on the bed, and the girl thought it's cute, and I'm gonna film the dog on the bed. So that's why the video is happening. Fearsome says the dog is lying on the bed and it's cute, and the girl just wanted to capture the moment. So 2 different backstories from 3 different channels. So there she films the sister. But this sister is completely under the blanket. So you can't see any part of the sister. I'm telling you right now, the sister is not there. Those are pillows and stuff stuffed up to make it look like a person. We've all done it when we're supposed to be in bed and we set up pillows and sneak out of the house to make it look like we're sleeping. We've all done that, right? So this is the case that is happening. And then the whole backstory of the dog is just a nonsense story just to get the video out there. And then the ghost is in the very beginning, and that is the sister. That is there. That's the sister. And then once the camera moves to the side and moves back, the sister is already back behind whatever this is, blanket or whatever. So yeah, this is the same thing with all ghost videos. It's all a fabrication. They fabricate these things and they push a certain narrative that they want you to believe, or they want you to hear those noises and see those specific things. And not everybody is doing it for money. I don't think everybody is doing it for money. I think some people just do it to get the views and the likes and the comments and the approval. And then later on it gets into a monetary thing. Like these bigger channels. So yeah. But anyway, I think TikTok is the reason why most of these ghost videos now, we see a lot of them, and younger people, the younger generation start to fake because they want to be on TikTok. I want to be TikTok famous. Let's fake everything. That's why this is happening. But anyway, that's going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please remember to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification button. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.